OK, now it's time for music, and I'd like you to welcome a very special guest indeed. He's one of the true superstars of rock, and he's going to sing a Jim Reeves classic for us tonight called He'll Have to Go. Please welcome Elton John.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone, and let's pretend that we're together all alone. Tell a man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, you'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do? Oh, love is blind, make up your mind. Gotta know. You can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. You can't say the words I wanna hear when you're with another man. Tell me, do you love me, yes or no? Darling, I will understand. When you're with another man, tell me, do you love me, yes or no? Darling, I'll understand. Put your sweet lip a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend we're together all alone. Tell a man to turn the jukebox way down low. You can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Oh yeah, yeah, you can tell your friend there with you, you have to go.
That's one hell of a jacket, Elton.
It certainly is.
It really is. Now, that Jim Reeves
and you're
number.
one hell of a talk show host. When you playing the video?
You silver-tongued person.
I know.
Are you a fan of Jim Reeves? You just did a Jim Reeves?
Yeah, I like that old country and western music. Great songs, Patsy Cline, all that bit.
What about the new country stuff that's out now?
There is some really good stuff, actually. The guy called Steve Earle.
We had Nancy Griffith on last week.
No, she's really good too.
Yeah, hot stuff.
There's another guy with a... very thin face.
Dwight Yoakam?
No, the other guy. You
Lyle
mentioned
Lovett?
something. Lyle Lovett.
I know them all, don't I?
You certainly do.
It's all in the notes, that's why. That's
See how you see how good you are on Mrs. Dale's diary.
yeah, exactly, yeah. How good can anyone be on Mrs. Dale, though?
I'm excellent. I'm that old, you see.
It was your birthday March this year. We missed it this year.
Yes.
The year before, you had that massive party, didn't you? You were 40.
Yeah, 15 horses died, 16 people were carried away to the local hospital when the fireworks... I didn't know fireworks were going off, but yeah, 40 was a big year.
Now, what kind of presents does someone like you get? Because presumably you can buy just about anything you would want. So what can people give you?
Oh, I got a machine gun for Rupert Murdoch. And...
4 more 4? 4.
It's very hard to buy me anything, actually. So usually I ask for things for the garden, you know, like trees and stuff like that.
Things to pop around.
Vegetables.
Well,
Let's face it, darling, there's been a couple of those on this show tonight, hasn't there?
Oh, it's hardly fair.
No.
You got the donkey was fine.
Yeah, the donkey was great.
What about the sport? I mean, you're associated with Watford, obviously, who have now been relegated, I believe, down to the...
Yes, we have indeed. We didn't have a particularly good season last year. It was everything happened in 1987. It was lousy.
Yeah. Are you still looking for a buyer for the team?
No, not really. It was democratically voted at the Football League meeting that we couldn't get Mr. Maxwell involved. So at the moment, I'm just I'm ploughing on. I never was going to leave anyway.
You were going to still be involved?
It's just that if anything happened to me, for example, later in the programme, you'll see why. Nothing, you know, there's no other benefactor for the clubs. But I mean, I really enjoy the club and I love the club. And the things I enjoy most about the club are being involved on a day-to-day level. And the last 2 or 3 years, I've been touring a lot and being miserable a lot last year. And things weren't too good. And it disrupts the players. It disrupts the feeling of the club. And we had a bad season. Now we've got to fight back. And I've got to make sure we do.
So do you see it's almost like it's a real job as opposed to the sort of rock star?
It's not a job. It's I've never seen it as a job. If it was a job, I wouldn't do it, actually. It's a pleasure, but the pleasure that I get out of it is being involved with the team work of people that work at the club. And maybe after 10 years, you get a little stale at things. It happens in a career. Yeah. You know, you go on the road for 5 or 6 years and you have good success, and at the end of it, you think, oh, you're worn out and you need to stop for a little while.
You need a break.
And in the end, I felt as if it was nobody else's fault, but I felt as if I was going around the world buying Mark Falco to buy players, and it was nobody else's fault. And it's something that I have to sort of get re-established on a day-to-day basis with the club, which I enjoy. Yeah.
What about you have a new album coming out, which I believe is Reg Strikes Back?
No, it's Reg Strikes Back, actually. Yeah.
And presumably you didn't like the name Reg, and understandably, which is why
I didn't like the name Reg either.
That's a low body blow.
It certainly is. Yes.
But you changed it to Elton Hercules John, which is perhaps equally silly.
It is extremely silly, yes.
So why now go back to using Reg on an album?
Well, you name me another pop star called Reg, you see. It's like... no, after last year, it's a tongue-in-cheek title. And after I was so sick of seeing myself in a paper, I think everybody else was so sick of seeing myself last year. So it's kind of like there is a little bit of Reg here, and also I'm selling a lot of my life now. I'm getting rid of a lot of stuff.
Well, we'll get onto that in a minute. We're going to have a look at a clip of your new video.
Yeah.
As you said.
Oh,
so let's have a look. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know that.
Let's have a look.
I've always said that one's enough to love. Now I hear you bragging one is not enough. Well, someone tells me you're not satisfied. You got plans to make me want a 4 or 5. I guess this kind of thing just in your blood, but you won't catch me coming up, my love. I ain't no puzzle piece that needs to fit. If it takes more than me, let's call it quits. 'Cause I don't wanna go on to you like that. Don't wanna be a feather in your cap. I just wanna tell you, honey, I ain't mad, but I don't wanna go on to you like that. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. You mentioned then that you were selling off a lot of your life because you've got an auction coming up, haven't you?
Yeah, in September, 4 days.
What actually are you selling?
Mostly everything I've collected in the last 20 years. And it was very necessary because my house became not a home. I mean, it's like, there's nowhere to put a drink or anything like that. And it's just, I wanted to get rid of it and just redecorate it and have somewhere to sit instead of looking at all these wonderful things.
Well, why not just buy another house and keep all that?
Yeah, but then
you
become, oh, no, you need to unload things. You get older, I think you need to get rid of things rather than just keep acquiring them.
Because what are you selling? You're selling off your clothes you wore on stage, your paintings, all that sort of thing?
Yeah, there's 4 different sales: jewellery,
Doesn't it make you a bit sad to be saying goodbye to
Actually, it didn't. I went away. I tell you what, I went away for 6 weeks to Los Angeles to do some recording. And when I was away, they came in and took everything away. That's great timing on
That's
the show,
advice,
right?
isn't it?
Yes.
So this is one of the things for sale, isn't it?
Yeah, this is there. That's made out of Roundtree's chocolate, and.
Now, what kind of person would buy these? Do you think? It'd just
Nestle's. Keep up, then. Boom.
Yeah, no, you deserve that.
Yes.
No, they're fun. They're about my
later.
size, actually. I must say that, Elton.
Well, you know what they say, big feet.
Yeah, big feet, big problems. That's what they say. Now, we have some of the clothes that you're selling as well.
Oh, you have?
And we're going to have it modeled. Do you want to whisk these away, fellas? Don't drop them. And we're going to have... If the boys would like to come out now, we've got
Rod
some
Stewart
models.
at the top with a knife, I can see it.
Now, these are some of the outfits.
Yeah.
Maybe you could talk us through these. This is modelled by Simon Joseph.
Well, this is...
Simon's the next schoolmaster. Now, what was this one, fellow Simon?
This is the Sainsbury's shopping outfit, if you know, if one runs out of yogurt.
Pleasure meeting you, Simon. Okay. Says here, Simon dances and sings and he has a little boy voice. Is that true, Simon? And you tell people about that, do you? Off you go. Thank you, Simon.
Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah.
Here we have Hugh Cecil. Hugh? Now, when did you wear this?
This is my Fife Robertson outfit.
Oh, splendid.
We have a lot in common. Right. Actually, the banana... Excuse me.
You want a banana bag?
That was the banana bag.
OK, number 3. Sydney Johnson, ladies and gentlemen. Sydney Johnson. Modelling an understated number.
This is Would You Let This Man Run Your Football Club outfit.
That's it. Pleasure meeting you.
Very nice. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
God, things run very quickly on this show, didn't it?
He doesn't want to be
rehearsal,
tired.
that took 10 minutes longer, didn't it?
It was getting Sydney out the door, though, wasn't it? That was the problem.
But the bananas detach and look really good on a basic black evening suit.
I bet they do, yeah. How many of those kind of outfits did you have, though, that are up fortune?
Enough.
You
A
never
lot.
counted?
Yeah.
Did you have any favourites that you're actually going to hold on to?
Well, I mean, you can't really unleash all of them on the public at once. I mean, you don't want a glut of people walking down the road looking like that, do you, really? So, there's a lot. Yes, I cornered the sequin market, really, for a long time.
Did, yeah. Does this mean that we might well be seeing a new image with you? You're going to kind of get away from that glitz?
Yes, obviously.
So this is the new you.
Well, no, actually, on stage, I really want to go. I mean, some of those outfits last year when I did the last tour in Australia, well, the year before, I felt rather silly. And when you get to a certain age on stage, I think it's about time.
Very polite,
it's about time I wore,
yeah.
Well, it came down to basic black, really.
So you don't want to look like Sydney wearing it on stage, basically?
No, well, I felt like Sydney wearing it on stage, actually, and I looked like Sydney wearing it on stage.
Listen, Elton, you've done some of your songs, you've written some wonderful ballads, some very moving pieces of music. Is there anything that maybe someone else has written that moves you? Songs that you love?
But there is one song that really, when I hear it,
Kind of
it's
emotional?
very emotional, moves me to tears.
Would you play it for us tonight? Please?
If I do a Chuck Berry and ask for another 500 quid, I mean...
you don't need
and I
500
play
quid.
out a tune. Sorry about that, Chuck.
Would you do that for us?
Yes, I would. I would go over there now.
OK, Elton, thank you. Thank you, Elton John, of course, ladies and gentlemen, Elton John. And all of our guests tonight, Beatrice Rydecker, Gabriel Byrne, and, of course, Mr. Steve Murray, and thanks for watching. Elton John.